Hello everyone, this is Buquicious and welcome to my new Let's Play. I am playing through the Eye of the Beholder. It's a AD&D second edition based game. It's real time and it's a dungeon crawler. This is the first time I've done a game like this, like in general, but also as a Let's Play. And I will be starting a new party. This will be the episode 0, which is basically the party creation one. I already have the whole party, well, at least the starting party set out. It will consist of a male halfling fighter called Drogon, Herket's a male dwarf cleric, Antolin female half-elf mage, and a human thief, male human thief, called Thavolt. Now, I have basic backgrounds for all of them, and so I guess I'll go in the order that I just named them all in. So let's do male halfling first then. There. Male halfling, a fighter. My whole party will be, basically will be chaotic good, because they're all good, but they don't really, most of them just don't really care all that much about the rules. So, they'll do whatever they feel is right, sort of thing. So, oh shit, I haven't thought about this part. Oops. I haven't thought about this part. I guess I'll just come back when I've decided on the image, the avatar. Alright, I think I've decided what to use this one. I'm none of these is really perfect, but I guess I'll have to make do with whatever I can get. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna pick for now. I can always just redo the whole party before getting the next, the proper game started, so this shouldn't be a problem. Now, I know that I can just modify and do whatever stat I want on whatever level. I worded that weirdly, but I hope you get the point. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna re-roll a couple of times on camera, and if I get lucky with what I want, then I'll just keep that. Otherwise, I'll just stop recording and keep re-rolling until I have all the money. I don't know why money is on my mind. Until I have all the correct stats that I want. Alright, so basically what I want is strength at 17 and constitution at, 16 is pretty good. I guess I could talk about the character a bit. So basically, he doesn't really like fighting all that much. He was at young age conscripted. He was lower class birth, and that's why that's not why, but that made it easier for him to get conscripted for whatever the hell was going on, this war or something. I guess that's the only reason why someone would get conscripted for a war. Which is why, even though he has received a lot of training, he was in actual combat and stuff like that, he's just not all that happy about it, which is why he's not great or amazing, which is why I don't want him to get 18 or 18 slash for strength. But since he's fighter, I figured that I should give him at least 17 because of all the supposed training, and not draining but training. And besides, I can just, from what I'm told I can just easily increase the stats if I want to, like during the game. I'm told it's somewhere like pretty late in the game, but either way, it's in the game, so you know I could always do that if I feel the need to. Aside from like being lower class and conscripted, he the other sort of reason why he's not all that happy about fighting and stuff, despite being a fighter, is that during his service he was forced to, alongside his unit, the commander told him to kill a bunch of basically unarmed people, and you know, while he doesn't talk about it, he does secretly harbor some guilt over it. So basically his main goal for doing this thing for the lords, you know, going after the big bad dude, is that he wants to get like a favor with them, so that you know they could help him get out of his service, so that he could open a shop with his friend, the dwarf that I'm gonna get to next. So that's why I want strength to be 17. Sorry for basically nothing happening for like 5 minutes there, but yeah, strength 17, constitution would be cool at 16. Rest or whatever, I don't really mind all that much. So I will be I'm willing to like do the whole thing that you can do in regular D&D campaigns, where like after you roll the stats you can just switch the numbers around from like for example you could switch constitution with strength, so you have 16 strength, 14 constitution, or you know, like I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm willing to do that, but I'm not gonna just modify and do the whatever. As for AC and health, I'm fine with whatever. I'm not sure how level works. Like, why am I already level 3? Shouldn't I be starting with level 1? But I guess I'll have that explained in the comments. It was probably explained in like a manual or something, but I guess I just didn't get to it or read about it. But yeah, let's get started. As I said, only a couple of times on okay. Whoa, like 12 across the board and 15 and 7. But HP is awful. You know, compared to the previous one where I had like 30 or something. Fuck. I guess I'll roll with this for now. I'll just, of course, as I said, I'll modify this stuff. Don't worry, I'm gonna turn the con down. Okay, so 17, 12. Alright, I guess that's it. Like, keep. His name is gonna be Drogond. Alright, next character. Just a second. Alright, hello, I'm back. Time to do the second character, which is going to be a dwarf male, a cleric, chaotic good, and oh my god, okay, I'll do the whole thing with the avatar again and I'll be back. Alright, hello. There really is no good choice for a dwarf cleric. This one looks like a soldier, like a fighter or something, but I'm like thinking I could probably get away with the whole this sort of helm thingy being like some clerical like holy whatever. Yeah, I don't know. As for him, apologies. He was of middle he was born middle class, and he, as a young dwarf, however that is supposed to be, like, however, what the fuck am I trying to say? Basically, you get the point. When he was young, he was of a different, like, religion than he is now, but he met another cleric of the current religion, that managed to not only convert him but instill in him such faith that and like happiness over that faith, that he himself decided to want to, like, start converting others. He was, so, like, happy over it. Yeah, so, he kept going around traveling and trying to find new people to convert, help out, do soul quests and stuff. And eventually, while he's still faithful and stuff, he is kind of getting tired of all the adventuring and all of the convincing and such, and he would like to settle down. And a while back not a while back, kinda, for a while he has known and was pretty good friends with Drogon, and the two of them decided they would like to start a shop together. But since he is forced to be in military service, he can't, which is why he's doing the thing for the Lords of Waterdeep, and he's helping him because he wants him, because he also wants him to be done with the whole service, conscription thingy. So that's the main reason why he's doing this quest, but also because, he'd like to also get a favor from the lords, like some maybe money to help them start the shop, or maybe a good location or something. So yeah, he, as I said, is very into the whole clerical faith thing, so he will have wisdom, and I'll try to get it up all the way, like, to the max. Aside from that, he has spent a while going around trying to convince people, so even though he's not super amazing, I'll try to give him above average charisma. Not sure what I'm gonna be considering above average in this case, but and of course I'm gonna try to get him constitution as high as possible, well, sorta, because he will be in my front row for a while. So yeah, those are the main ones I'm gonna be focusing on. Well, strength not too much, of course, but as I said, wisdom and constitution will be my sort of main ones, and charisma I'll try to get as high as possible, but I'll be okay with something lower than amazing. Actually, this doesn't seem bad. 17 for wisdom. Yeah, it's not 18, but still, 17 is still pretty good, if that means I don't have to roll like 100 fucking times. Then I could do 16 for constitution and 15 for charisma, and whatever, like I could just have 11 and 9 for intelligence and dexterity. He is pretty intelligent, so like I'll have 11 on intelligence and 9 on dexterity. Alright, so no wait, strength. Whatever. I'll figure something out. I'll be back after I do. Okay, hello everyone, I'm back. So after a while of thinking about it, I decided to actually just go ahead and re-roll a couple of times more, and I actually managed to get an 18 in like intelligence, I think. But like I also got like a 16 and 14 for some other stats, and I decided to just switch them around. So like Constitution ended up at 16 as I wanted it, but Charisma is on 14. Not that Charisma really matters mechanically for a cleric, I don't think. Well, at least not all that much. But it's still, you know, like, because of the background that I described, I'd still like to have it be sort of high. And of course, I got an 18 in Wisdom, which is cool. So yeah, that's nice. Let me just check something. Yeah, no, I was unsure if it was like 18 that's the max. Of course it is, but I was just like derping out or something. And that's it for this character. He's called, hold on, sorry, Hurt. Oh wait, what? I can't do the apostrophe. Oh damn. Let me see. I'm gonna be back if I figure out something. Alright, hello, I'm back. After, you know, trying to look for a apostrophe and being unable to find it, I decided to just do the dash or whatever. It doesn't really matter. His name is, as you can tell, Herkets. It's a weird name, I know. I don't care. That's him. Now we get on to my third character, which is a female. A female half-elf. Half-elf female. And she is a mage. And as always, chaotic good. Alright, I'll figure out the avatar and be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back, and I was deciding between this and this one. She looks more like a spellcaster, a magic user, but I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. On the other hand, she looks more like some sort of a warrior. Like, her design actually legit reminds me of Sonya, Red Sonya. Well, I mean, my character is pretty feisty, like, you know, rebellious and carefree and stuff, so I think this, despite it probably being supposed to be a fighter or some sort of other similar class, whatever, I think I will pick her for my mage. Now, she was also of lower birth, and not only just like low class, she was literally in poverty, but she always wanted to be like a great magician or whatever. And one day, by accident, while she was, you know, still just a kid, she managed to like win a competition for apprentice magicians, like just accidentally, without even realizing it, you know, which led to her being given a chance to study magic and become an actual magician of sorts. And her family was like given some help, you know, like kind of monetary or whatever. She likes magic and stuff, but she was, just like Drogon, drafted when she was, well, while she was in the whole study process, while she was studying magic or whatever, she got conscripted for the same army in the same war. They ended up in the same unit, and that's how she knows him. But yeah, she was forced to basically stop her training in magic for a while, and she would, at the time she stopped, she was pretty, you know, decent at it. Not all that great, but okay-ish, meh. But while she was in the army thingy, she had sometimes some free time for herself, and most of it was spent on her doing stuff with magic. So she's pretty good. Like, I don't think she'd be 18, or maybe not even 17 actually. I think 16 when it comes to the intelligence, which is what I by the way, I haven't really looked too much into the different stats and what they are meant and for what characters. I'm just going off my basic, like, just what logically which of these stats is important for which kind of character, and also some knowledge of like later D&D stuff, like generation 5 and generation, I meant edition 5th edition, and also 3.5. And from what I can remember, the magic person, the main spell caster, was basically most reliant on intelligence, so, and that also makes sense. So she has like 16 intelligence, but she's not very wise. I think that's another thing that should be important for like a mage generally. But she's not supervised because she is like pretty carefree and rebellious, and you know, like, she doesn't like being all like super calm and super like studious. Like it's not about being studious, but just like she likes to be free, I guess, you know, like a wild spirit. And so she's not really all that wise in the general sense of what you would expect from, like, you know, magicians, which are always sort of scholarly types, in, like, from what I can tell. So yeah, but I would like to have like maybe 15, 14. I guess I could have 15 for wisdom and 16 for 17 for intelligence. It's not 18, so it's not like the ultimate whatever, but, well, ultimate starting level, but, you know, it's still pretty okay. And wisdom, while not being all that great, it's still not all that awful either in that case. You know, 15 and 17 are pretty okay. As for other stuff, I don't really care all that much about anything else here. Just whatever. I think it would make sense that, you know, she would have some constitution since she did serve in the army, and some strength, but if it happens that there are any cool numbers for them, I will do them, but if not, whatever. Alright, so like I said, a couple of rerolls on camera, and if I don't get what I need, I will do it on my own. Okay. 17 and 15. This is nice. Oh, this is actually pretty good for what I wanted. Well, strength 16. I don't think that would be wasted on her, but I could always switch it down to constitution. Have constitution be 16 and strength be 14. Of course, intelligence be 17 and wisdom 15. Yeah, let's do this. Modify. Let's just move charisma to 11 and you to 17. You can go for 14 to 16. Oh wow, okay, that's a nice increase there. Wisdom is fine, dexterity is also fine. She's not gonna be very agile and quick, but whatever. As I said, she was basically conscripted the same way that he was, and she basically, similarly to him, she just wants to be free. But unlike him, the reason isn't to open up a shop, she just wants to be free so she could go back to pursuing her own, like, proper interests of, like, magic. So, yeah. Basically, the way her relationship with the others is, she knows Dragon from back when they were together in the same unit. Her cats, she's not really all that super familiar. Oh my god, actually she is. Wow. Oh my god, I completely forgot about this. I forgot to talk about Hecate when he was sort of young, before being conscripted, of course. Well, he wasn't conscripted. What the fuck? I'm just completely losing myself, like, with all these characters. Before his whole shtick about wanting to be a cleric and be all nice and whatnot, like turn other people into into the same religion as him. He at one point got like kidnapped by somebody. It was never revealed who. They managed to, flee before they could be caught. But basically, she ended up, through a weird like set of events, she ended up helping him escape the captivity. So that's basically how they met, and since then they've sort of stayed, like friendly. They're not super big on friendship, but they're, pretty okay with each other. And that's basically it for her. Alright, and now, oh, of course I didn't, she is called Antolin. Alright, and so now for the last character, he will be a human male. He will be a thief, and neutral, chaotic good. I'll figure out something and I'll be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back. So after like debating this a little bit, he looks more like some sort of a street rat, sort of thief, whatever, but we can just ignore these ears. This isn't these ears don't exist, alright? It's a human. I guess I could just take him, but like he looks more thievy. I don't know. You know what I mean? Actually, I don't know what I mean either. But he's a thief. Why would he have this whatever? Oh, well, actually, I didn't even see this dude. How did I miss him? I guess this is good. Yeah, he was basically born inside the city itself, inside Waterdeep, and he was pretty impoverished. So, and since he was like an impoverished kid and in a big city, he was forced to like learn how to sneak around, steal things like food and stuff, other stuff that was necessary for him for a life. He became basically a street rat, but not like just for the sake of being able to actually live, somewhere during his growing up. Yeah, I mean, growing up, that's about as much as English language makes sense. Anyway, yeah, while he was like growing up, he saw a lot of other kids basically just like him, but they didn't have they were just like him when they didn't have anything to eat and stuff, but they were much less agile, and they couldn't just sneak around as well as him and such. And so he developed sort of a idealistic outlook. He wants to help them, which is why not only does he steal for himself, he also steals for them. He's not really an assassin all that much. He is, because of being very good at like sneaking around and talking. Like he's pretty charming because of how much he has gotten into trouble quite a lot. So he had to talk his way out of many of the situations. But because he was capable of sneaking around so very well to be caught relatively rarely, and also being able to charm his way out of any problems, or most problems, he's also become kinda arrogant, which makes him, kinda hard to deal with sometimes, but not all that bad. But yeah. He's just basically trying to live his life and help others out. And once during the whole sneaking around and stealing stuff, he got caught, and the person that caught him was connected to lords, and so they made him, in order to get his freedom, so he doesn't spend his life in dungeon, he has to do this thing for them, which is go in the sewers and catch the bad guy, which is why he's doing this. He does act, but he still does know everyone else here. Drogon he met, like, since he's from the city itself, none of them are from the city itself. She's from like a village, just normal village, human dominated village from like outside on the outskirts of Waterdeep. Not in the Waterdeep, but sort of close. He is like from one of the hills and somewhere nearby as you can get to Waterdeep, and he's from just a settlement, like a halfling settlement that's sort of not super close to Waterdeep, but sort of kind of close-ish. But yeah, while while his unit was in the city at one point, he ended up meeting with the thief, the vault, and they sort of hit it off and kind of became pretty good friends. But yeah, they are basically just that, friends. And of course, they both, I forgot to mention about Drogon, he's in a relationship with someone. It's not really all that important, but he is in a relationship. But the person he's in a relationship with is also someone this guy likes, so they are kind of rivals in love. But aside from that, they're just pretty good friends. Like, it's not like they are like at each other's throats about her. They just like her, but he has a relationship with her, so he backs off. Yeah, that's his relationship with him. Basically, neither of the two of them really know him all that well. They both met him through him, basically in front of the palace, because when they walked in, like, you remember in that cutscene, you remember in that cutscene, they both walked into the palace and went in front of the lords. Well, that's where they met, basically. The Drogon and him already knew each other, but the two of them didn't know him, so he introduced them. So yeah, basically because of his backstory, I decided that he would be a great thief and an excellent speaker. So, like, of course, dexterity, at least, definitely at 18, because of how well he was able to sneak around and, like, whatever. And charisma at least 17. I'll try to get it also to 18, but at least 17. If I really can't get either 18 or 17, I'll settle for 16, but that's basically it. So dexterity and charisma. As for other stats, I don't really care all that much. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll settle for 16 because he is kind of arrogant, so he can be a bit tough to get along with sometimes, but not really all that much. He is able to keep it low most of the time, especially when it does actually matter. For whatever, the rest of the stats are fine. I think Constitution is always a good idea to have as many HP, but like I'm not gonna focus on anything. Alright, let's do a couple of rolls. See if I get any 18s or something. Nope, nothing so far. Oh wow, I had excellent luck with all of the three of them, and now I'm like screwed. Like, oh, a 17. I don't have any 18s though. Ooh, and I don't have any 16s. Like I could have like taken dexterity of 17 if I had like a 16 there, so I could put it into charisma, but nah. Oh, an 18 and a 16. Yep, that's it. All right, let's 18. Oops, 16. Constitution can stay 16. I think I'm gonna switch wisdom and strength. I don't really care about either of them, but actually I guess no. I guess I'll do 13 strength, 14 intelligence, 11 wisdom. There, that's good enough for me. All right, keep. His name is Thevolt, and that's it. Let's. I'm gonna click play, but I'm not gonna actually play much. All right, so like we're in the fallen rocks block away. I can just take these rocks, I'm guessing, right? Yeah. Yep. Alright, I don't know who will carry them. I guess I'll just have Dragond carry them. The formation is good because I made them in the correct order. Alright, let's just camp for now. I'm gonna save the game, and I'm gonna end it here for now because I've been going on for almost 45 minutes. And this is basically just the party making, character creation episode 0 type thing. So yeah, I guess okay. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here for now, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have fun, bye.